Shock the system.
And welcome to this week's episode of the Angry Geeks. I am Louis Perry, and with me is the Wonder Woman, Jamie Dolan, and Ali is, I don't know where the hell he is, but that's okay. We got lots of stuff to talk about tonight, and here he is right here.
Oh,
what the hell? Wow, look at your mess. You need to get your screen up, man, because people are complaining about your
I know. I'm going to
bedroom.
get one, too. Lou, that looks like my, your background is like the material that I have for one of the masks.
Hey.
Oh, really?
Home.
You know what we could do? What we could do? We could, hey, J-Bo McNeil, how you doing, brother? What we could do is get some of your masks and put them in the back here. And then we can all, like, do different masks every week for you. And just make more work for you.
No,
it's not that messy. It's not that messy. I mean, you know, you got to the right of me is workout equipment. To the left of me is, you know, hygiene and water in my art desk.
And anyway, we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight.
I have Ian's beer mess behind me. His beer making things. So
beer,
you know.
Okay. Hey, Thomas, how are you feeling, brother? I'm worried about you and want to make sure that you're feeling okay. See that you were on the amends. I hope you're okay. And Aviva says that she likes the background. Well, thank you very much. I was on fire a little while ago, and then I had Deadpool with a gun to me saying, "Share this post." So we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Ali was watching the new Batwoman show. I was preparing some stuff for this. I want to talk about WandaVision, but Jamie, you got to talk about the 7 deadly sins and your new fixation on it. You gotta want to get the lowdown. No, I want to hear about it. And Thomas says he's alive, but he's sore as hell. Well, speedy recovery, bro.
Yeah,
speedy recovery. And we'll see you at a con soon, I hope. So, 7 deadly sins. Tell us all about it. What you like about it. What don't you like about it besides being so short? How many Angry Geek shields are you giving it? Chandra says it's such a good anime.
It is. And honestly, there really isn't anything I don't like about it. And, you know, anybody that's been watching us knows that I have I was never into anime, no desire to watch it. And my son actually got me into it. And I started watching 7 Deadly Sins while I was on the treadmill in the morning. And I quickly became addicted. And I think just every character in the show brings something so special to it. And it's just the humor. It's completely my sense of humor. So, which is hard for me to, J-Bo, yeah. Like, put that comment up. I kind of agree, honestly.
Okay.
I did like Wonder Woman, but there's so much about this that it's the action and the humor and just the characters and the way that they all interact. And there are 4 seasons out right now, and there's a movie, and I did watch the movie too. And I think the 5th season is supposed to come out later this year, but I think it was kind of slowed down because of COVID. So we'll see. I hope it does, because I need resolution.
You need what's the premise? What are the seven deadly sins? What
Where
is
can
it
you find
about?
that?
What, Ali?
Where can you find it?
I'm watching it on Netflix.
Okay, so definitely.
Yeah, so there's this holy war, and it's not really religious at all, but all the names and the themes are kind of religion based. But there's these different so you have the seven deadly sins, and then there's like the demon race, and they're fighting, not even fighting. There's a lot that goes on because they're all kind of split apart, and they have to, like Meliodas, the main character, has to kind of help this princess find the rest of the seven deadly sins, and so it's kind of like an adventure and journey, and then battle, and it's just has a little bit of everything.
So is this going to turn you? Is this going to turn you on to more animes that you'll be talking about every week?
Yeah. Well, so I already started because Alan Panis, Stolen Photography, actually suggested that I watch. Has a really long name. I think it's called "Is It Okay to Meet Girls in the Dungeon" or something like that. And
what?
I started watching that.
That.
Is it okay to pick up girls in a dungeon? I just started watching it, and I'm not as into it as I would the Seven Deadly Sins, but I do really like it, so I'm going to keep watching this one. And what I like about these animes too is like the episodes are shorter. So when I'm on the treadmill for a half hour in the morning, I can kind of get through a whole entire episode while I'm on the treadmill. Okay. But there's so much action in them.
Okay. Chandra says that she believes it's the same people who made Fairy Tale, and yes. And Mark says that he is sold. He's going to check it out tonight.
So,
I have
Jamie,
to tell you, what's that?
Do you have like a favorite character on there?
Yeah. So I have two. My main character is Meliodas. He's like the main character, and then Hawk, who's a talking pig.
Wait! A talking pig named Hawk.
Yeah.
This is the anime we're talking about.
Yeah, so great. I never in my life thought I would even be this into these shows, but I think I'm going to rewatch it, all 4 seasons, and I finished the movie on Tuesday. So yeah, I just
how long was the movie?
I think it was like an hour and 40 minutes. I watched it. It was broken apart because I did it on the treadmill. So, but it took me about 2.5 days, I think, to get through.
See, I'm not that big on anime myself. It takes me a lot to have me sit down and actually watch something that's anime.
And that I never had any interest in this one. It turned into me coming home from work, and when I had any free time, I would put it on the TV and watch it, which is huge for me. That's like
I could watch the movies, like the anime movies, but you have to watch like the series. Like I can't get into Attack of the Titans or Dragon Ball Z. You only turn to so many Super Saiyans. So, I mean, like, it takes me a minute to get to anime, and like I'm watching what's it called, Akami. Something called Akami Got Killed. It's okay. It's like so. I'm glad you found an anime you like. I'm still looking. I'm still looking.
This one, I'm hooked. I can't wait for season 5. It needs to come out right now.
It was funny. One of our teachers at the school is a big anime head, and so I go to she's teaching the class online, and so I go on there. I get there late, and I'm hearing a huge conversation going on, the commotion about Attack of the Titan. I'm like this, and I'm looking like, I thought this was an English class. I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah, my son's watching that one right now, and he's been watching the Naruto, and Sword Art Online are his 3 that he's been.
That's what Cody watches. Cody's watching Sword Art Online right now as well.
Actually, that was the season that I did watch. I will admit, I saw the first season. I actually enjoyed that one.
Sword Art Online. That was just kind of weird for me because, like, you die in real life, you die in the game, you die in real life, and Cody's like so far into this that he actually bought one of the swords. He has. Yeah, and it got lost. Hey, Kevin's in the house. Hey, Kevin, how you doing?
Brian, talk about a comic got killed. And oh yes, I have heard that the manga is better. In fact, I
Okay.
think I it only had one season because I guess it was a little too much for people. And yes, Street Fighter anime is awesome. My nephews stole my copy way
Oh,
back when and didn't tell me, but kept the case on the shelf. So one day I went home. I
oh
came home.
no.
I went to get ready to watch Street Fighter, and it was empty. I'm like, oh, that's just dirty.
Oh, yeah.
And Chandra says, watch Kono Shabarushi. You will laugh.
I'm gonna have to make
And
a list of all of these now because I'm like so like this is my new thing now.
okay.
Yes,
And
Kevin, I did. I thought I told you, but yes, I did watch the movie. Yes.
and Jabo says, Jamie, you should watch Akira. It was the very anime that I've ever watched. I want to say that it was the
I
very
think he means
first
the very
anime.
first. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Something like that.
I think
Yeah.
too.
Also check out the documentary. Also, very good.
And Joe McDonald's in the house. Good evening, sir. Cannot wait to see you. I'm missing so much of our ARE family. It's just like I'm going insane. It's just nuts. I mean,
Hi,
Jamie and I
Joe.
have not been to a con in so long. We just got to get out there. Yes, I believe, Kevin, there is some Mortal Kombat anime out there too. Has anyone seen the X-Men or Wolverine anime? It's
Oh
I
yes,
just
I
can't.
loved it.
Really?
loved
Because
it.
I can't get past the art. Cody showed it to me, and I just can't get past the art. Logan looks
You see,
weird.
I had to
I don't
get
know.
past and thank God only one episode. It was Cyclops moping about Gene being gone. So
Okay.
luckily only last one episode, but good lord, it was like Wolverine this gut him once.
All right, and Joe McDonald says Akira gets 2 thumbs way up. And
Akira.
Chandra again says, yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. And Jabo, we know that you're feeling that way.
Did we just lose
And
Jamie?
yes, we did. She just popped out. We got to find out what's going on. Anyway, Ali, until Jamie gets back on here, you watch Batwoman tonight.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is this the first? Is this is season 1?
I mean, it's the first episode of the new series with Ryan. I can't remember her last name. Javicia is the actress, and
Very beautiful woman. Very beautiful.
oh yeah, she could definitely get it. So it's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's the first episode. I'm not gonna say it sucked. I mean, I hate when people say, "Oh, it sucked." Like we only watched one episode. You got to give it a good 5. It's I never been a big CW fan. It's like
Yep.
I kind of fell off after Arrow season 4. It's I'm gonna give it 5 episodes. So far, I'm like whatever. I think it's a bit overacting, very, but that's usually Greg Berlanti's formula.
Okay.
The
Jamie's back. Hold on one second.
oh,
Having a
Sorry.
little bit of trouble. There you go. No, it's okay. Chris Hebert says the only anime he ever watched was Star Blazers, and Brian Rose says that the Marvel animes are very, very good. Started to finish the plot with the end of Dark Phoenix, and it goes into the version of Professor X's son. So, Jamie, while you disappeared for a quick second, Ali
Yeah.
Ali was watching season 2, the premiere of Batwoman, and he was explaining a little bit about it to us. How do they explain the Ruby Rose's character? How do they explain her being?
They don't. She just disappears. They spoiler alert. There's a plane that crashed and she's missing. It's the plane that she's on, yet there's no body, but there's a backseat. And Javicia or Ryan, who her character is. Oh yes, I'm not gonna spoil the whole thing because, like I said, it's okay. If you want to check it out, go ahead. But she finds the suit and she goes through the whole, should I wear the suit? She don't feel like she's worthy of it. Yada yada. Formula been done. Like I said, it's okay. I'm gonna give it 5 episodes. I'm gonna give it 5.
Okay.
And then
All right.
So we got 4 more episodes to go. Then see if I delete it from my queue.
Okay. Kevin says, what would you guys say is the best comic book TV show? Oh, right now, Stargirl for sure. I mean, if you have HBO Max or I think it's still on CW, watch Stargirl. It's fun for the whole family. I loved it. My wife loved it. It was a must see TV show for us every week. Watchmen on HBO Max is
I have
fabulous.
yet to watch Watchmen. I keep saying I'm
Oh,
going
it
to watch.
is. Watchmen is definitely Angrygeeks approved. Uh, Swamp Thing as well. Swamp Thing was fabulous. Do not watch it on CW though. It's cut up. They cut
No,
a lot of stuff up.
I don't even think DCU has it. The DCU has it anymore.
No, it's on. It is on. I believe HBO Max.
HBO?
I think I have it
Okay.
on. I got it for DVD. I saw it on DC Universe. It was
Yeah, I'm
pulled
just
off.
really
of
bummed out. They canceled it like right in mid-season, like,
Yeah,
and everybody loves it. I'm like, why would he cancel it in the year? You hear too many stories. Some people didn't get along with each other. Like, is that really a good reason to cancel money? I mean,
and
like,
Aviva. Yes, The Boys.
Yeah, I'm with
The
Aviva
Boys
on that
is
one.
yes top notch when it comes to comic book shows. Is definitely The Boys.
Batman
That brings us.
animated series.
Yeah, Brian Rose says he's been watching Batman. Okay, hold on 1 second. Brian Rose says he's been watching. We got a lot of comments here. I've been watching Batman the animated series mostly on my iPad. Hey, it's the best way to watch it, man. Mobile, you can walk around. And Chris Heber says the ending of
I
Watchmen
think they're
season
gonna
one
bring
was
that series
awesome.
back.
I think so too. I've
This
been
is
hearing.
the whole thing of those Batman the animated series continues. I got a feeling that's a hint that they bring it back. You know, I think we might get at least one more special season on HBO Max. Would be surprised.
No, yeah, they probably will. I think they will bring it back. HBO Max is definitely expanding and it's killer. Another great show, Kevin, is Doom Patrol. I loved it. I love season 1. Season 2 to me was just too short. It was a great show. Kept your imagination. If you loved the volume 2 run of Doom Patrol, you would want to watch it because wow, you would love it. And yes, Chandra, I was just talking about that. Watch the DC show with Brendan Fraser. It is the name is called the Doom Patrol. That's what it is, and that's certainly
with Cyborg and Brian Fraser. I almost said Ray
Brendan
Fisher.
Fraser. It's Brendan.
Yeah, Lou said Brendan Fraser.
Okay.
It is Brendan Fraser. Yeah, it's Brendan Fraser. He's Robot Man.
Is it? I don't know. I haven't watched it. I know she put Brian and you said Brendan. So
I thought it was all. It's okay.
Oh, it's a great show. Don't watch it around the kids. It's very risque. The Neil Gaiman run of the of Doom Patrol was very, for mature readers. You'll be reading it, and all of a sudden there would be just a pink whale floating in the background. When the sex men show up, it's just hilarious. It is fabulous. It's a great show. You'll absolutely love it. Just do not watch it with anyone under 18 in the house.
Oh, you can watch it with 18. Just someone under 18. Just explain, hey, just explain some of the things to her. Like, dear, that's a penis. There you go.
Okay.
Now eat ice cream. Yes, there's a Santa Claus, but not Easter Bunny.
Yes, Sando, I understand that you were excited about the show. It's great. Cannot wait for season 3 to come on this year. WandaVision. Jamie, did you watch it? No. Yes. No.
No, I've been watching my anime stuff.
Well, I tell you what, I was a little bit surprised because I was watching a lot of different news feeds and stuff here and there, and people were like, "Oh my god!"
Reviews are so mixed on this, and now it has me curious. I'm off Wednesday and Thursday this week, so one of those days is going to be my TV day, and I'm going to watch it.
Really short, they're half an hour, like literally half an hour. And Lou, this been going on. In fact, I heard another YouTube show that was like their chat board really was going off. Like they kept saying it sucks, it's nothing like this. They kept comparing it to Endgame. And I have to say this: Kevin Feige spoiled you all. And
Well,
now,
okay, I get what you're saying. I loved it, and
I
Aviva
love
says
it
she
too.
loved it so far. Well, let's look
Yeah,
at it this way. Go ahead, Jamie.
I was going to say, it seems like from my Facebook feed, the majority of the people, and I don't know why, that are very active on our show like it.
Mhm.
And my friends that aren't so active didn't like it. So I don't
Oh,
know. It's kind of funny just
I'll
to
tell you
see
why.
all these mixed opinions. And
It's because the people that are
tell me, do
active
you
on our
like my
shows, and
mug?
I am going to hold on. Let's 1 second. Go ahead, Jamie. Show it again. Show your mug
Hmm.
again.
It's my
Look at that.
onesie.
All right, now Thomas says he needs to run some episodes. Do people really expect everything at once? And he says he thought it was great. So let's talk about this. The fair weather fans, the common fans, the fans that don't read the comic books or don't know anything about the characters, they just know it from the movies. They know it from Endgame. They know it
Yeah.
from Age of Ultron. They know it from Civil War. They don't know the whole background. The series to me is a mixture of three different comic book runs. The original 4-issue miniseries of Scarlet Witch and the Vision. The second 12-issue limited series, which if you have to read it, just go out and get it. It's great. It does cross over with the West Coast Avengers. It is fantastic. It really gets into the marriage of Vision and Scarlet Witch, and she's very protective of him. And it's also the House of M. Are they going to bring that in? I was captivated the entire time. I'm going to speculate right now. We've already seen the villain. We've seen the villain on screen. The villain's already, interacting with Vision and Scarlet Witch. I just think I'm blown away about it. You've seen references to Hydra, Tony Stark. My main thing right now is I want to know the voice that we're hearing, who it is. My first thought was it was Cap because it sounded just like Chris
See, I
Evans.
thought it was Clint. I thought it was Hawkeye. I thought it was
Okay.
him, and then I think it's someone we don't even know. I think it's someone totally different. I enjoy it because I am a fan of those black and white shows of
See,
Dick
now it's
Van
going
Dyke.
into the 70s now. It's not
Yeah,
black
I
and white
was
anymore.
I didn't really care for the '70s shows, so I'm like, am I going to still like it? I was really big in that, the black and white era that they had going on. I mean, I guess people wanted more action, and they don't understand that this really does feel like a Twilight Zone meet I Love Lucy.
Well, that's what the second series was. The second 12-issue limited series when the twins were born. Now I'm talking comics. I'm not talking the TV show. That we all know that Wanda's gonna get pregnant. We've seen it in the trailer, so that's not a spoiler. But in it was issue 12 of the 12-issue limited series is when the twins were born. So it's like I'm pretty sure that's where they're headed. That whole 12-issue limited series was just freaking unbelievable. And the
So,
people that crossed over, and I mean, in that 12 issues, you had Power Man crossed over, Spidey did, but it was when he was wearing the black suit. The West Coast Avengers, as I said, already did. It's a fantastic series, man. If you have not read it, go out there, pick up a damn comic book and read it, and then maybe you'll appreciate it for what it is. Okay. Yes, Jay.
so
J-Bo says she is pregnant. Yes, we've already established that. The trailers told us that she's pregnant. Is she going to have the twins? Hopefully she will. But once
Lou,
again, I'm telling people, go out there and read a comic, and maybe you'll appreciate the show.
Lou, who do you think doing this? Do you think it's her entirely? Or do you think she might be plugged up to something like a Matrix machine or something?
No, they're trapped. And as I said, this is going through my speculation right now. We've already seen the villain. Almost slipped. The villain is there. Okay. Now, Rose, she was watching it and she was like, this is too confusing. So she left the room. Cody and I sat there and watched them both last Friday night when they came out, and I looked at them, and I'm trying to educate the boy, digging out some of my back issues, saying, "Here you go, you need to read it." And I think I have some around here on the table I can pull out and show you. It's just it's fantastic. You gotta read that 12
Like I
issue.
said, I really dug the show. I mean, I get why. I could see if you're looking for action,
Thank you, Zach.
explosions, and like this is not it, and you probably won't see anything like that till probably like there are 8 episodes, I believe. So you probably won't see.
Yep, you're not going to see any
anything,
explosions
action till
until the end.
Oh, thank you,
Let's
Jack.
see yeah. Oh, here you go. Vision and Scarlet Witch number
giveaway
11.
now? We giving away the comic books?
No, we're
I
not
know,
giving away the
keep
comic
doing.
books. I still have to mail Corey stuff out, and I still got Jamie's Christmas gift from 2019. So yeah, I'm a little.
You only
slow.
off by 2 years. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. Well, I kept going.
2020 didn't really count. 2020 didn't really happen.
Oh no, it happened. It happened because it's still flowing. It's still spilling over to 21.
Right.
So no, I just said, go out and read a comic. Go out and
But
read that.
They don't want to read. They want to watch the show, so they don't want to read. How can you tell them?
Here's an example right here. This is what I want to show you. That right here. This is issue 11. This is right before the
give away, people. For how much you ask? Not 99.
I am not giving it away. No. Why do you always want to give away my stuff, man?
99 cents. Right now, you can be the proud owner of that book. That book right there.
Shut up, okay? Why are you always trying to give away my stuff? That's why you're not invited over here no more. Yes, Zach, it is definitely a great cover. But that's what I'm telling you. Go out and read that, but you also have to read the 4-issue limited series from, I believe it was 84, 85. You got to read that one first before you read the 12 issue, because it's just it's fabulous stuff, man.
Well, what do you say to people that don't want to read the comic book, but they are?
Do they have comics on like Audible? If they don't want to read it, maybe they can listen to it.
Well, actually, they do.
There are some
YouTube
episodes
yes.
that have put something on, that have put something together. Some comic book fans have put the book together. Like I'm watching. I have no time to read comic books that much, so I am watching. Yeah, sure, J-Bo. You need a friend.
It's actually.
J-Bo, when you get up 4 o'clock in the morning and do workout, let me know.
Hey, that's what I do.
Hey,
yes, love the show. I'll promote it for you guys. Good stuff. Comic-Con. Zach, thank you very much, brother.
Zach, you had that time, J-Bo. Until you leave us alone.
Hey, J-Bo's family. And J-Bo tell Mom I said hi and I love her. What I want to say to people that don't want to read is, yes, you could probably find it on Audible. You could definitely find it on YouTube. I've been I have anxiety when I drive, and poor Jamie, I used to put her through hell all the time because now people are like working during my schedule, so I can't call and talk to anybody. So
I just couldn't sing when I was driving home, and that was the problem.
Ali, it's hard to reach him, and so what I've been doing is, because he's in school sometimes when I leave. So what I've been doing is a lot of time, and Jamie knows this, and she laughed at me once, is I would always listen to movies. I would rip the audio from the movies, and basically a lot of it's Rocky. But what I've been doing now is listening to people reading comics. I know you're not surprised. Drove in a car with me, so you know. I've been listening to comics, and right now I've been redoing Old Man Logan, which is just fabulous because the guys that they acted out, it's kind of like what we're doing here, but instead of talking, they're actually reading comics and doing different voices and everything, and it's fantastic. If you can find those 2 limited series, definitely listen to them when you're before you go to bed. Don't just put your headphones in. Don't watch the video. Just lay down, listen to the voices, and see. You might just like it. But that's what I would suggest. If it is not
my
on
problem would
Audible.
be if I did that, I would like get all excited on a good part and not be able to fall asleep.
True. Well, what I do,
I usually watch them while I'm drawing. Getting some drawing done, then I just plug one in. So you just got sometimes you gotta search because sometimes the voice actors aren't really working for it. Like you're trying too hard there, buddy.
well, that's why they need a voice changer. That one guy could do all the voices. That's just do that. But it's good. I mean, when I read my comics, I'll read them on the phone through Comixology because I don't want to pick up, an actual book and read it.
You just don't want to get your dirty paws on them.
Pretty much. Even the ones I find out in the wild on a flea market, I bring them home, browse through them really quick, bag them, put them in a box. But I would read if I fall asleep, my phone hits me in the face. That's pretty much it.
Ow!
But
I do that. I'm really
Yeah, I've done that. I got a pretty heavy phone, man.
And that's I was gonna say my phone at this point is like a mini laptop thing. So this landing on it's like the size of my head.
With all this talk of, let's get to this week's superhero of the week or superhero spotlight. And this week's superhero spotlight is brought to you by Altered Reality Entertainment, who brings you great shows like Rhode Island Comic Con, TerraCon, Empire State Comic Con, and more. Right now, here you go. We're going to take a quick break for the Angrygeeks superhero spotlight. Wow, sorry about that. It played a little choppy on my end. Anyway, the superhero spotlight
you couldn't even read about them.
Yeah, that was really weird. Sorry about that. Well, anyway, superhero spotlight this week was Black Bolt. I'm gonna have to slow that down when we put this on TV this week. There was something.
You missed it, man.
Absolutely.
Nobody has anything bad to say, I think, out of us three. I mean, I haven't seen it yet.
We all brutally spoiled it. We said it was the worst show ever.
Shut up! No, we did not.
You were on another show.
All right, Lou, don't do it. You're like, this is how much I hate this movie. The show.
I did not. It went by faster than Ali trying. What's that? It went by faster than Ali trying to seek your comics.
Sell your comics.
Sell your comics. Oh my God, Ali wants to sell everything here in the Geek Lair. It's
he does. He wants to empty out your stash.
Yes, I know. I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. Well, why do you want to do that to me, Ali? Why do you want to always?
That's okay, because then he won't be invited over, and that's more pizza for me.
It's very true.
Pizza. I can go for pizza right
very
now.
True. You know. I'll tell you, Ali and I relationship. Let's see, over 20 years we've known each other. He was stranded in Pennsylvania, and I was going to drive and pick him up.
How many times do we have to talk about this story?
I have no
Because
problem.
I want
I
to
have
say
no-
how good of a friend. Wait, no, wait. I want to say how good of a friend I am to
The thing
this guy.
is what you guys don't know is that Lou is actually the one that derailed the train, and it was all set up.
They still have to know what happened to that train. They just said like, it derailed and they don't know what happened to it. And then, I'm more upset that they wouldn't give me a free ticket, a reimbursed
Yeah,
ticket.
that's pretty ridiculous.
I still had to buy another ticket like this.
Eh,
But I didn't derail the train. You guys did. Like, yeah, it's out of our hands like this. You guys suck.
Kevin says that he loves pizza. So we got
I
Nico's Pizzeria
had
right there and there.
buffalo chicken, bacon, mac and cheese pizza for dinner on Saturday, and it was so
Oh.
good.
And my brother from another mother, J-Bo McNeil himself, says nothing is for sale in the Geek Lair. No, nothing. And Thomas says,
He is right.
I gotta, yeah, he is right. Thomas says Lewis had to be the villain to be the hero. That's right. Yeah, I had to be the hero, the villain to be the hero. That is very, very true. I had to be the villain to be the hero. And I think he's
Actually,
talking
how long
about
ago
Jamie
was
saying,
that? It was 20 years ago, so I was still living
no,
in
that was
Jersey.
like
So
8 years ago. 8 years
Oh,
ago,
Oh.
something like that.
the comic thing, the Comic Con thing, the train situation. Yeah, that was like
yeah.
me in the
8 years ago.
in the most shadiest
So
hotel ever.
I might have still lived down there. I don't know. I might have been here. I don't know. It could have been
Literally,
me.
they had a security
I
guard
don't.
with an AK-47. I'm not kidding. And a
Sounds
vest.
about right.
Oh, and the boss is here. The boss from Earplug. Lewis is always the villain. Oh, thanks, boss. I appreciate it. Herb or DW from the Earplug Podcast Network. Always. Oh, the
Hey, DW.
aliens, Jamie. Aliens. No, I'm not always the villain. Not at all. No. Not always the villain.
Lou, I just wish
No.
you would saw me make that
You
move.
could be-
off that
You
train.
have that. You have the eyebrows for it, Lou.
Oh, no, wait, stop. Now we're going to shave him off or something. DW says, Ali, you think you have a glory hole in your hotel room? Okay.
I
Wow.
didn't live long enough, but I tell you right now, that dude with an AK-47 really spooked me out, and I was like, it was too late to like get reimbursed. So like, I'm stuck here, and this might be my final burial. It might be my final grounds I might lay on. This might be here like Ali, never found again.
Now, I had the worst hotel room ever. Jamie, do you remember the first Empire State Comic Con? You stayed by the.
I
You didn't
had
stay
my
together.
own wonderful hotel. And
Yes,
I'm so
and I
glad
was.
that it's not what you got.
But my room was just had white powder on the wall. Wasn't sure what that was. There was a hole, like a bullet hole or something. There was a light socket that plugged into the TV, like an electrical socket with no cover on it. It was crazy.
And then
DW
there was, like,
says I did.
Wasn't there something drawn on like the back of the
Yes,
door?
it was like I took pictures of it. It was like a voodoo thing drawn on this
Yeah.
on the door. And I went back to the convention center because we had to go to the after party, and I was like, "You're not going to believe this hotel room." And I started showing Jamie the pictures, and she's like, "Wow, it was bad.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I was like, you could stay in my room.
It was the worst hotel room I've ever stayed in. It was just awful."
Yeah,
Oh,
that was bad.
We had some weird hotel rooms. I mean, I didn't have a glory hole, but I did have some very noisy, energetic neighbors that might need to energize a bunch. I won't go into detail, but they kept going and going and going and going, and I was like, this would happen on my last day of being here too.
I remember we were at La Quinta in Granite State Comic Con, and I had Cody and Christian with me. Both of them were like 14, 15 years old, and we were walking down the hallway to go to our room, and that's all we heard. And the two boys, now granted, these are two 15-year-old teenage boys. Both their faces got bright red. And Jamie, I think this is the year that we met too. That we met at
This story's new to me.
and both of their faces got bright red, and I just started bursting out laughing. I was like, I wonder if I know those people because we were at the convention, and
Probably did.
it was like crazy. It was like, oh my, and it was like 5:00 in the afternoon. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Hey,
Wow. It
Happy
was,
hour.
yeah, it was. Boy, this is circle a turn from the worst. Let's get. Wow. Okay, and now DW is saying that people must have had Viagra. Okay, DW, that's yeah. Okay. Well, we got some. You know what? Let's take a quick break for the top 5, so we can. Yeah, promise this one should be a little bit slower. Let's go to the top 5. This week's top 5 is the most used pop culture phrases. Brought to you by Alternate Universe LLC, Milford and New Haven. Number 5. It's clobbering time. Number 4. Hulk smash. Number 3. To the Batmobile. Number 2. Down. Honorable mention. Jinkies. And our number 1. My spidey sense is tingling. Thanks for tuning in, folks, and that's our top 5 for this week.
My girl's like, and you have all these girls the honorable mention.
Yes, I know.
This girl, Velma.
What?
He wasn't even watching.
I wasn't even
James Gagner's in the house. So let me ask you a question. How many of those phrases have you heard outside of our community? All of them. You actually heard.
Yeah,
I mean, even what brought this up today was a guy at work actually said it's clobbering time, and I was like, "Hey,
I say Hulk smash all the time. I was like Hulk smash. Do it at work all the time.
Yes, and AJ Gagner, another good longtime friend and supporter to Angrygeeks, and actually worked with us at the wrestling events a lot of times. How you doing? Yes, so many raunchy comments from him for sure.
We'll bring it back.
Nope, I heard none of them. Oh, J-Bo, come on. You're a liar. Nope, I heard none of them. Yeah, okay. And Brian Rose says
pants are definitely on fire.
Yes, I know. I know. I mean, so all of those catchphrases we hear all the time. And do you think the people that actually, besides to the Batmobile, do you think any of them actually know that they're pop culture references from different characters, like clobbering time? Do you think the guy that said it at work today actually knew it was Ben Grimm or Jinkies? Yeah. Do they? I would think, probably not. With Jinkies,
I don't think
probably
so.
Not really. Okay.
Jinkies, yeah.
Jinkies.
Okay. I think so. Yeah.
Like you say clobbering time, and automatically you think of the thing. You think of Ben.
Well, we do. We do. But let's
I think a lot of people do. I mean, just like, I mean, yeah, you think about the movies. Yeah, the movies weren't that great, but a lot of kids.
There was a 70s cartoon. The 70s cartoon with the skinny guy with Thing Ring Do Your Thing. That was ridiculous. But he still said clobbering time.
Actually a guilty favor of mine.
Jamie's like, what? I see the look on her face. You never heard of that cartoon or seen that cartoon?
Thing Ring Do Your Thing.
Yes, Thing Ring Do Your Thing. It was in 1970. they had on NBC. It was very,
It
very
was
short run.
horrible. It came on.
It
It came
was.
on Cartoon Network when Cartoon Network was still coming to getting its stuff together, and it was not good. But for some reason, it was just a guilty pleasure of mine. Like I had to see it. Where I had to go.
It was about this kid, this tall, skinny kid, and he became the Thing. But he did it with these two. He had these two rings, and they were separated. And he would used to say, "Thing ring, do your thing," and he would put the rings together, and he would turn into, old Blue Eyes, the ever loving Thing. And
Yeah.
I remember watching that as a kid, going, "Huh? That's not the Thing." That's just like Herbie the Robot with the Fantastic Four cartoon when they took out the Human Torch. I was like, what the hell is that?
Well,
No.
legal problem. They couldn't get the Human Torch just yet. So.
Well, no, they couldn't get the Human Torch because they were afraid kids were going to set themselves on fire. That's why they did not put the Human Torch in that cartoon, because I guess they thought all us kids growing up in the 70s, just because we ate lead paint chips, that we were going to try and set us on fire and become the Human Torch. Kevin says, we're going to go back to Thomas Smith as well. CM Punk would say it's clobbering time before hitting the ring back in his WWE days. And Thomas was the original one who said the Thing or CM Punk. Correct. And Brian Rose says that my quote is Spider Sense. I've even been called Peter Parker and Spider-Man. I could even rock climb a wall and compare it to him. Well, maybe you were bitten by a radioactive spider, Brian.
Butchered that whole sentence.
Yes, I know.
My head hurt.
I just stopped following Jamie. I was just reading it myself. Like, okay.
I was trying to, and it was just his words and the words I was reading were not.
Okay, here you go, Jamie. Read it.
My quote is Spider Sense. I even used to be called Peter Parker and Spider-Man. I could even rock wall climb in a way compared to him.
Whoa. There you go.
Oh, Jamie, that's on your new job now. You will be reading the quotes from that long. Sorry, Lou.
Oh, that's fine. I got so much stuff going on here. I got to play this video, play this sound.
I can actually see the screen today because I got my computer up and running properly.
Would you believe everyone watching here with us live tonight, and those of you watching on public access television, Jamie was actually ready for the studio before I was even ready. She was like, send me the link, send me the link.
I only said it once, and it's because I wanted to get my laptop working, and I had to clean the turtle tank, so I didn't get to go see Jack.
Oh, you didn't see Jack tonight?
I didn't see him yesterday either because I worked open to close.
Oh.
So I'm
sure. I'm sure. And for
Brian
those of you
says, thank you. You're welcome, Brian. And J-Bo, I agree. I should read them instead of Lewis.
Yes, I think she should.
I finally agree with
I'm tired of doing everything around here.
I can't put him on the screen, otherwise I would. I don't have
I can put them on the screen, and yeah, definitely.
I can read them, but
I'm tired of doing everything around here.
So, guys, is there any
time
shows you want to see coming out soon?
What's that, Ali?
Any shows you want to see coming out soon? Like, mainly, I know HBO said, Kevin Hormata said he wanted to do like a couple of shows also coming for comic books spin-offs. Anything like you could sit at that table, bring my idea. Which one will you go with?
What shows do I want to see come? That's a tough one. I mean, with streaming and not having cutting the cord like most people have, I don't know. I mean, I'm just anxious. I want like Chandra. I want Doom Patrol season 3, Titan season 3.
I mean, now you gotta come up with a new idea. Like they said, hey, we need a new character. We got all these characters out here.
Okay. Who would I like to see then as a live action TV show?
Well, I'm gonna start first. I'm gonna go with an
They could put me in the Wonder Woman one.
You have one?
Yes, they could.
Yeah, I
I'm,
said they could
I'm
put me in a
digging you.
Wonder Woman one.
There you go. After everybody hitting WW84, you might get the cast call.
Um,
There's no love right now for Gal Gadot. I'm still in the boat with her though. I'm like, I'm here, sister. No.
It's not her. It's just, I think they just it could have been better.
Yes, it could.
Oh.
But it wasn't her fault. It wasn't her fault. The movie is what it was.
Yeah,
Like,
I totally
think
agree.
she did great. Or like she did perfect for her role. I thought she was great. It was just, if they just had better music.
some better
I'm pretty
music.
sure
Okay.
Patty Game talked about that. Like, if you would have just had more 80s music, it would have been so much
It
better.
would have, right. It would have livened it up and like made the exciting parts more exciting instead of just doing the same, that Wonder Woman background theme music they did the whole movie.
I hear you. I think for me, I know they coming up. I'm going to have the unpopular opinion here. A lot of people are all excited about Static Shock. I am not. I really don't care to see that movie. Not saying I didn't like Static Shock. I love that comic, but I don't know. I always was a fan of. Always was more interested in seeing probably Icon, just because that story pretty much would have. Cause like the story really was about the female sidekick called Rocket. Yeah, Rocket. And it was something that, I always thought, like, if you read the comic, you're like, oh, this is really a story coming from her point of view. Oh, so she's actually the hero of this story. Okay. And like,
And she was pregnant the entire time.
I know.
She was a teen mom.
Cool.
Yeah,
really?
a teen mom.
Yeah. And I just hated the name when they changed Static Shock to Static Shock. I always liked it Static. But now everybody say Static Shock, always sound like some fabric softener commercial coming on. So I never liked it. They call it Static Shock all the time like this. You mean static? Like, no, Static Shock like this. Please don't say that anymore.
Well, did you? I mean, they even changed. He used to wear the Malcolm X ball cap, and they made him take that off because they said it was too.
Well, I enjoy the ball cap. He used to have a new ball cap every issue. So like, I don't know. Plus, I hated that costume. I really didn't like that costume. I really didn't like the cartoon. I just hated the cartoon. Like
I'm trying to think of my answer.
Hated the cartoon.
I think
he hated the cartoon too.
I hated that cartoon.
Jabo has a quote. Jabo has a comment. Jamie, you want to read it?
It was bad writing. Gal will always be my Wonder Woman.
Oh, she says that with such a like her voice is like so sweet and everything.
It is. That's my reading voice.
I'm sitting here trying to think of what character I would like to see.
You have all those comic books in. No comic book that you want to see turn to a live action. Oh my God, Lou.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah, that's I was just going to say there's too many. There's too many for him. He can't make that decision.
Hit us up.
Hold on, Ali, 1 second. Go ahead, Jamie.
Oh no, I was saying there's too many for you. You can't make that decision.
No, I can't. It's like Sophie's Choice. I can't. I don't know. I mean, I'm looking. Ooh, that would be good. Oh, that would be good. Oh no, wait. If they did this, then we have to do this. Oh, that would be good. But no, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what character I would like to see come to life. I mean, you got Mr. Miracle. You got.
I want to mark this in my calendar saying I finally stumped Lou. Wow.
Yeah.
No, I'm just overwhelmed. I mean, I would love to see Angrygeeks. Okay, now I would like to see Lobo, but wait, we already had Lobo on Krypton season 2.
Yeah, that didn't count.
I mean, that's like a one-off thing. This he's talking about a whole show.
Yeah, I know.
So
Mr. Miracle will be great. Wow. I'm looking around all the statues, everything. It's definitely overwhelming. And David Campbell. Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Dave.
another one of our ARE family members that we have yet to see in so long.
I know. We haven't seen anybody in forever.
I know, but I will be at Eric Yako's store coming up in a couple of weeks. Let's take And I can't wait. I cannot wait to go there. Brian Rose says Hawk and Dove. Well, Hawk and Dove, they were on Titans. They are on Titans. So that doesn't count. I don't know.
I think Brian talked about he wanted them to get their own mini series, like their own series. And
right.
That is something that I keep forgetting the guy's name now. The guy that run HBO. He keeps saying like that's something. No, Warner. He keeps saying like those are something he is looking into. So. You might get your Hawk and Dove, man. They're saying can't get enough Nikki Kelly. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God, she's incredible. She's perfect as Dove. I don't know. Well, anyway, guys, that's all we have for this week. Thank you all for tuning in and joining in on the conversation. Next week we will have a special guest with us. Ali, tell everybody where they can find you and get a commission from you, please.
You can find me at Ali Montgomery on Facebook. Also, NOINXO at Instagram. Yeah. That's it. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends.
And you can find this lovely lady on thatwonderwoman.01. Whatever on Facebook and on Instagram. And you can find both of us on.
We do this every week.
And you can find both of us on The Angry Geek Show at theangrygeekshow.com, Angry Geek Show on Facebook, and now on Snapchat. But it's only going to be me, and I got to figure out how to use this stupid thing. But find the Angry Geeks on Snapchat. I have it too,
but I'm terrible with it. And
so am I. So anyway, I am Lewis. That's Ali, and you all know what?
Huh?
You guys don't use Snapchat?
We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
This has been an Earplug Podcast presentation. Found on earplugpodcast.com, iTunes, SoundCloud, and wherever your favorite podcasts are found.